Angels fallen out of the stalls after playing up beforehand, and out in front Spirit of Valour it is who leads, and the far side group led by Bound for Nowhere. Intelligence Cross is now coming up the middle. Harry Angel is stone last as Bound for Nowhere's broken the field apart. Red Kirk Warriors heading over to leave the American Raider isolated. So out in front on the far side, Bound for Nowhere. Spirit of Valour, Intelligence Cross toes up Red Kirk Warrior. The Tin Man follows through in company with Merchant Navy in the purple cap. Then behind these for France is City Light with Projection. Harry Angel has got alongside Sedan Solot, and Librisa breezes towards the back as they make their way down towards halfway. Bound for Nowhere and Spirit of Valour lead the Diamond Jubilee. Red Kirk Warriors being pushed along. The Tin Man needs a little bit of room as City Light beats him to the punch, and out in front, Bound for Nowhere, it is who continues to lead. Merchant Navy, tongue rolling out, coming on the stand side to try and deliver a challenge. Over on the far side, Projection, and then City Light for France. Merchant Navy moving to Bound for Nowhere. The Tin Man is out of the clear. On the far side is City Light. Inside the final 50, Merchant Navy. On the far side, City Light above the head. City Light on the far side of Merchant Navy. France versus Ireland. Bound for Nowhere and the Tin Man. Projection next. Behind these was Sedan Salon in 6th place, and then behind these Dubai. Harry Angel's race was ended as soon as the race began. City Light on the far side, Merchant Navy on the near side. Merchant Navy in front with 10 yards to go. City Light right on the line. One more stride. Puts his nose down, but on that Merchant Navy has just held on. Looks as if by the skin of his chin. Merchant Navy may have held on from City Light at an international finish, with Bound for Nowhere and the Tin Man disputing 3rd and 4th places. Started off in Australia, came to Ireland. It could well be that Merchant Navy has just won from City Light. 2 and 7, the numbers in the photo. You can listen out for them when the judge announces the result to a pulsating Diamond Jubilee.
Pulsating and dramatic right from the start. Harry Angel in the stalls as everyone
Here is the outcome of the photo finish for first place. First, number 7, Merchant Navy. Second, number 2. Placed horse, number 12. The full results are for the feature race of the day.
Greeted by an enormous roar. Ireland beats France in an incredibly tight finish on the bob, Kevin.
That's an amazing race. Merchant Navy got a beautiful run through the race. He was trapping his 2 stablemates. Ryan could pull out his whatever he wanted, but he tied up close home, didn't he? And City Light finished off really, really well to make it so close.
Aidan on the telephone. Customary fashion, and memories of 8 years ago when he won it for the first time with Star Spangled Banner. Francesca.
He's done it again, hasn't he? What a remarkable training performance. He's only had this horse for a matter of months, and he managed to get him out to win a Group 2 not long ago, which really put him in the picture for this race. And here he is winning the Diamond Jubilee. We're hearing a lot of Australians actually celebrating here in the parade ring because they are still involved in the ownership of this horse, who started life over there.
Congratulations to Ryan Moore. Ryan, that was an amazing, thrilling race. When they hit the line, what were you thinking?
I can't repeat what I was thinking when we hit the line. You know, it's a remarkable horse. He hasn't been up here long. He's had both his start series, won them both. He's been a high-class field. He's only a young horse. You know, and like, for him to come out and win today, and I thought I'd have won easier, but the American horse just leaned into me, and then we got very tight, you know, and he just lost his rhythm for a second, and if I'd have got beat, I'd have felt I'd been unlucky, you know. Today would be really, you know, today would have been, pleasure to ride these sort of horses.
Just as they came out the gates, obviously Harry Angel dipped down, missed it. How aware are you when you come out the gates that something like that's happened?
Yeah, I was very aware because I was sat third. You know, I didn't plan to be sitting third, and I was having to go earlier than what I would have liked to have gone. So the race didn't really go to script for anybody, I suppose, but I just felt it didn't really suit me either, so, I'm delighted with this horse, and I say that it's an amazing job bringing him up here from...
I don't even tell you, but that was a brilliant ride. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, David.
Kieran Marr.
Here's what happened in the stalls. Here's the drama, Jason. If you back Harry Angel, if you've been unlucky, would they start a right to let them go?
Well, you have to get what was the conversation between Adam Kirby and the starter, because he very, very nearly goes head first underneath the stalls there. Adam Kirby's trying to keep him calm. You've got the jockey next door nearly trying to keep hold of him as well, and then all of a sudden it's time to go, and he sat down underneath that. I'm afraid you can't jump when you're hunched down like that.
Oh, there is the reaction to what happened at the start. I remember Adam Kirby on ITV warned us how difficult it was to get the hood off Harry Angel. Missed it completely, Luke.
I'm joined by Kevin, who not only rides the horse out every day, Harry Angel, but you loaded him. What happened, Kevin?
He kicked out with both legs. Both legs come up over the back gate, and as he pulled him through, the one near hind leg was still caught up on the running boards.
So basically he jumped out of the stalls on 3 legs then, really?
Yeah.
We saw, did you see Adam? He looked round as if he didn't feel comfortable.
I mean, I don't think Adam quite knew his near hind was up on the running board, because Adam did say in the end, okay. But yeah, basically come out of the stall on 3 legs. I was right behind him.
I'm so sorry, really frustrating.
It's one of those things, you know, 1 in a million chance. So.
Hard luck.
All right,
cheers,
thanks,
Kevin. Thank you.
And those are the familiar Derek Smith colours carried by Merchant Navy. But Kevin, the Australians, hence there was the big roar I was talking about. Australian syndicate still involved with this.
Yeah, there's a big crowd of them there, and this could well be this horse's last start, because I believe the plan is to retire him to stud now. There could be a potential to keep him on for another start, but I'd imagine the intention would be...
the July Cup.
He is, but I think they say the intention was to go back down under after this and commence his stud career. The breeding season starts there in September. So to go through quarantine and everything else, that may have to start quite quickly if they want to do that. So this could potentially be his last start, but hopefully we'll have more news on that.
Just looking, and we were told there that his rear hind leg was up on the running board. You can see the slight ledge up on the side. Just there is Barry Adam Kirby looking down. So when he jumped, he had no chance to get any sort of push at all to come out of the starting stalls.
If you backed Harry Angel now, if you're a punter sitting at home having backed Harry Angel, do you feel robbed?
Yes, you're not going to be happy at all. Of course you're going to feel underdone. But to Sprinter, we know that he has all these problems, and that's just something that he's going to have to overcome.
We often talk... That is really tough, because it would have been difficult to see that with the stalls rug there as well. Like that could have been really, really nasty physically for the horse.
We often talk about high stakes. I love the high stakes on the flat and these big flat races. What's this done to Merchant Navy's value, having won these big races in both hemispheres?
Oh, it's so important. He was already a stallion, you know, after winning his couple of Group 1s down in Australia. He's by Fastnet Rock, but doing this, you know, will raise his profile so much in both hemispheres, because this is where everybody wants to win.
Is that when you talk about shuttling?
Yes, absolutely. He'll go to Australia and cover a full book of mares there from September onwards, and then come the winter months he'll be back down to Feathered, I'd imagine, to cover a full book here from Valentine's Day onwards.
We must mention other horses in the race, particularly the French horse here, City Light, who kicked out beforehand and is just beaten on the bob, like a 100-metre sprinter dipping for the line here.
Yeah, listen, look at that. How painful is that? Because just past the line, he was back in front, but they pay on the line, of course, Ed. Bound for Nowhere has run a huge race for Wesley Ward, just leaning and possibly throwing his chance away in the closing stages.
The defending champion Tin Man ran well. Projection came there, your fancy.
Fifth, Ed. No, they don't pay on fifth, I'm afraid. It was a good effort from the Tin Man. I mean, Intelligence Cross never seemed to really fire. Labrisa Breeze didn't pick up from the back of the pack. So Dance a lot. Red Kirk Warrior travelled in the centre, but didn't fly home. But they will be very, very happy indeed.
Now I'm with somebody who knows this horse Merchant Navy very well, Kieran Marr, who trains down under. Kieran, you not only bought the horse, but you trained him for the beginning of his career.
Yeah, that's right. We had him for, I think, you know, he was unbeaten 2-year-old and a Group 1 winning 3-year-old, so... it was great for him to come up here. Now it looks like he'll be a dual hemisphere sire.
Well, tell me the story from the beginning. You bought him at the sales, and a lot of the people that came in originally are still in the syndicate.
Yeah, that's right. So Coolmore had a share of him. They stayed in, and I syndicated it just through stable clients. So after he won the Group 1 as a 3-year-old back home, he won the Coolmore. Coolmore purchased the rest of him, but the original owners stayed in to race him while he's still racing, to race out his career.
And when you bought him at the sales, did you ever think that you would be standing here in the winner's enclosure at Royal Ascot?
No. I just said to him, it doesn't get any bigger than this. This is unbelievable. It's my first time here, and it was unbelievable for the horse, and great for all the owners.
And just quickly, we're looking out for a horse that you've bought that's racing in the last race today.
Yeah, I bought him off Andre Fabre, and we sent him over to Joseph O'Brien, and he's had a couple of runs in Ireland. He won his first one. He ran second the other day, so he thinks he's got a bit of a squeak in the last. Light Pillar.
Look out for Light Pillar in the last.
Cheers.
Thank you.
And some people think that we go off to the car parks after racing to drink champagne, but it's there you get the nuggets. And as I said on the opening show, I spoke to Tom Magnier just the other night. He had such a twinkle in his eye about this horse. Aidan O'Brien I spoke to before racing when he was out on the track. He said to me, Merchant Navy was as good a sprinter as he's seen. 4-1 Merchant Navy. I hope you all lumped on. City Light at 12s, Bound for Nowhere at 16s, and in many ways, Brian, this is a huge tonic for Aidan and Ryan. They bubbled under the surface with the slightly lesser races. This is their big one.
Frankie Dettori, the jockey of Redcoat Warrior. Your reaction, Frankie?
Very disappointed. We went off like a light 2 out. He stopped dead. It's a shame because he's got a form with the winner, and that was the first one beat. So you can put it down to the travel or so many things. I couldn't put my finger on it, but he ran too bad to be true.
We'll continue to get reaction to the drama in the Diamond Jubilee. It all went wrong for Harry Angel right from the start. Heartbreak for all involved. We had a thriller of a finish. France on the near side, Australia /Ireland on the near side. Richard Hoyle's excited. The Smith family jubilant. Aussies jubilant as well. Ryan Moore wins the Diamond Jubilee. We'll hopefully hear from Aidan O'Brien on the podium. We'll see the presentation after Merchant Navy has won the Diamond Jubilee.